country wasn't built to be shut down. Ultimately, the goal is to ease the guidelines and open things up to very large sections of our country as we near the end of our historic battle with the invisible enemy. America will again be open for business. I said earlier today that I hope we can do this by Easter. I think that would be a great thing for our country.
The coronavirus presented a difficult problem. Donald Trump, he really knew that if he took strong action to lock down the United States, it would have an effect on the economy. And going into the 2020 election, his ace in the hole for winning was to say, I've delivered a strong economy to you. And the coronavirus comes along and upends all that, and Trump can't control it.
Mr. President, you just reiterated that you hope to have the country reopened by Easter. My question is, you have two doctors on stage with you. Have either of them told you that's a realistic timeline?
I think we're looking at a timeline. We're discussing it. We had a very good meeting today. Whenever they were here.
Who suggested
I
that?
just thought it was a beautiful time. It'd be a beautiful time, a beautiful timeline.
That's really very flexible. We just had a conversation with the president in the Oval Office talking about, you could look at a date, but you got to be very flexible and on a literally day by day and week by week basis. When you look at the country, I mean, obviously, no one is going to want to tone down things when you see what's going on in a place like New York City. I mean, that's just, that's not going to happen. It's going to be looking at the data.
Donald Trump's always looked down on expertise. Fauci embodied a number of problems for Trump.
Would you prefer a 14-day just sort of national shutdown to slow this down?
I would prefer as much as we possibly could. I think we should really be overly aggressive and get criticized for overreacting.
But he wasn't willing to completely toe the line and say whatever Trump wanted him to say. Fauci gave factual, practical information that the American public could act on.
Is it possible that your impulse to put a positive spin on things may be giving Americans a false sense of hope?
No, I don't think so.
What do you say to Americans who are watching you right now who are scared?
I say that you're a terrible reporter. That's what I say.
As it becomes clear that this is not something that's just going to go away, the president finds that there's no amount of Norman Vincent Peale that can assuage the doubt that is beginning to wash over him. You can see it in his face, you can hear it in his voice as he begins to lash out at anyone and everyone.
Your second question was? I couldn't hear you.
Can
you take it up because I cannot hear you?
I'll just speak louder, sir.
Okay, because you want to be politically correct. Go ahead.
No, sir, I just want to wear the mask.
Go ahead.
Hi everyone, I work for Costco and I'm asking this member to put on a mask because that is our company policy. So either wear the mask.
And I'm not doing it because I woke up in a free country.
The trust in conventional science, experts, what is truth, has been eroded. America is so divided that it has even become divided over a mask. So wearing a mask is now not being seen as a public health issue. It's being seen as being, are you part of the politically correct liberal elite? Now that is not a good public health message.
He has encouraged divisiveness to a remarkable degree. He tells Americans that they should liberate themselves from the stay-at-home orders that his own administration advocated. He tells Americans that they really don't have to wear masks, even as his government is telling them that they should. It's breathtaking.
He had the opportunity to be a wartime president. But a wartime president leads. And what the president didn't do was lead. Instead, much of odds devolved into political infighting and personal attacks. I can't imagine if during World War II, Winston Churchill went on TV and said, my generals are shit, I don't believe them, I don't trust anyone, and also, by the way, Britons, next time there's an air raid, feel free to go to the market. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
Well, I think he handled it very, very well. I don't really know how it is that he didn't handle it correctly. In our country, the president doesn't run hospitals, right? Federal government can put out general guidelines, and then the states have to interpret it. It was clearly being spread by China. As Americans, we should agree that we were victimized by China. Maybe they want to impeach him for inventing the virus or something. Who knows?
Thank you very much. So, supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, and I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, for 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Because you see it gets in the lungs and it does a tremendous number of lights. So it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're gonna have to use medical doctors with. But it sounds interesting to me.
And today we are expecting to cross that 100,000 threshold, 100,000 Americans to have lost their lives.
You will be seeing, and we should not be surprised, is that deaths continue to go up. But as I mentioned to this group and to the general public multiple times, there really is a cascading of events where you have new cases, hospitalizations, intensive care, and deaths. So at the same time that we may be seeing an increase in deaths, we want to focus.
We must utilize our nation's scientific brilliance to vanquish the virus. The Coronavirus Treatment Program, which is expediting the development of new antiviral and other therapies, and they're doing it on a very rapid basis.
The spirited traveller is ready to explore the open road once more. Longing for freedom and to get back to nature, they seek out their own quiet piece of paradise. Rekindle your spirit of discovery. Sail into the Tassie road trip you've been dreaming of with Spirit of Tasmania. Come aboard. Be a spirited traveller.
The Saucy McRib and legendary El Maco are back at Macca's. Delicious pork dripping in smoky barbecue rib sauce and juicy beef with chunky Mexican salsa. Wherever summer takes you, we'll be here.
Australia's biggest school shoe sale is now on. Take 20% off all Clarks and Colorado school shoes and get an incredible 12-month warranty on all Colorado Resilience. Find a lower stock price on the same pair and we'll match it. Hurry into Williams & Mather's, #1 for school shoes.
Curtains and OMG, the MG event is now on, and there's never been a better time to buy. Get $1,000 cash back on the stylish HS Medium SUV, packed with safety tech and MG 7-year unlimited kilometre warranty. Offer ends soon.
Optus wants you to hit speeds like never before. That's why we're not only fast, but rated #1 by the ACCC for NBN average download speeds. It starts with yes.
At Carpet we've got new shipments of rugs to clear from our warehouses. Choose one of our latest design fashion rugs and take 50% off the ticket price on our website. Jump onto carpetcall.com.au now for 50% off rugs.
Let's get to work. James Jacks, will you look at that?
I told you to pay attention to the road.
Clearly this wasn't my fault. Maybe not, you've taken a wrong turn on this one. Your insurance policy is monstrous.
You know, if you had budget direct car insurance, you'd get a hire car while yours gets repaired. And you could save hundreds.
Me there yet?
Not at fault. Get a hire car while yours gets repaired. Just give us the other driver's details. Budget direct. Insurance solved.
When life gives you dirtiness, Godfrey's gives you cleanliness. Hoover Magic Stick, $149. Save $150. Ecovacs Debot 600, now $299. Save $100. Godfrey's cleanliness.
Is your home running out of space? Time to call Storage King. Visit storageking.com.au and let Storage King give you back some space. Store before the 15th of Feb and get 1 month storage free.
Absolutely everything is on sale at Freedom, with up to 25% off sofas, up to 30% off furniture and homewares, and up to 50% off mattresses. It's happening right now, only at Freedom.
This seems easy enough.
Getting a loan can be complicated. Nimble makes finance faster. Get a Nimble personal loan up to $25,000 from 8.99%. Comparison rate from 10.31% per annum. Visit nimble.com.au.
I can breathe. Breathe the name of it. I can breathe here.
Well, get up, get in the car, man.
I will.
Get up, get in the car.
Mama.
Bro, he's not even fucking moving. Get off of his fucking neck, bro. Get off of his neck.
Get on him.
We're all covering the COVID-19 crisis. We're all covering any other matter of breaking news that's happening. And then there's word of this death. And my wife and other people said, have you seen this video? You saw a man pleading for his life, and it shocked the conscience of the nation. People of all races, different ages, saying, that's not the America that we want.
This is 400 years we have been dealing with systemic racism. It has to be a systemic change.
When the president looks out his windows at the White House and sees a crowd that is swelling bigger and bigger, he does not like the imagery of that. That the White House is surrounded by people chanting, holding signs, and marching in a way that is a rebuke in some sense of his own administration.
Things were looking bad for Donald Trump. The polls showed Joe Biden with a huge lead, some of them a double-digit lead. The vast majority of the protests were peaceful, but there were violent actors. And Trump figures he could lash onto that. That gave Donald Trump something he could campaign on. Law and order.
In recent days, our nation has been gripped by professional anarchists, violent mobs, arsonists, looters, criminals, rioters. As we speak, I am dispatching thousands and thousands of heavily armed soldiers and law enforcement officers to stop the rioting, looting, vandalism, assaults, and the wanton destruction of property.
Nobody was doing anything. They pulled in, they opened fire. Look at them, they're aiming their fire now. They're working towards us. They're working, step back, get back. You're in. He's in.
That is peaceful protesting. And, you know, we're going to back up a little. Our producer got hit. All right.
Well, I think he supported peaceful protest. He supported peaceful protests around the White House. He supported peaceful protest. I don't think there's been an over thing of federal force in this. It's been a lack of federal force. I don't think he's done enough, and it's not in trying to be a fascist, right? It's in saying, hey, we got to have some semblance of order here.
I was a staff priest at St. John's Lafayette Square, right across the street from the White House. I had worked at St. John's for 2 years. The whole patio of St. John's Lafayette Square was really this little meeting space. It was upbeat and hopeful, you know? Just this huge diversity of humanity coming together. It was a safe space. But suddenly the whole mood changed. I suddenly saw people running from the park. Driving people off of the patio of the church. This is peaceful. This is peaceful, and yet they still don't care. Holding up the Bible in that space was also a gesture toward this experience of Christianity that is so foreign from my own, this dangerous Christian nationalism that worships power that sees this president as chosen by God. It has always been dangerous to marry religious fervor with political power, and so offensive, just sacrilege, to hold up these sacred scriptures when you had just driven people away with violence.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. We're the greatest country in the world. Thank you very much, everybody. All right, guys. They're keeping it nice and safe.
Just hold, guys, hold right here. Hold right here.
They're the mysteries that have baffled investigators and remained unsolved.
No one knew about their secret camping trips to Victoria's high country until they vanished.
In a new landmark event series, Liz Hayes brings together the crack team of criminal minds.
We're looking for the truth. These people have just vanished. Where are they?
For the first time, you'll be at the table inside an unfolding investigation.
From the producers of 60 Minutes, Under Investigation, coming soon to 9.
We're Victorians. We know fire.
We know how devastating bushfires can be to our beautiful state.
So we know you should check the fire danger rating every day. How well do you know fire?
Authorised by the Victorian Government.
Is your home running out of space? Time to call Storage King. Visit storageking.com.au and let Storage King give you back some space. Store before the 15th of Feb and get 1 month storage free.
Feel real comfort on a plush sofa. Now with up to 50% off. Plus 48 months interest.
I think once you've spent that bit of time and seen how easy it is to organise yourself in the garage, before you know it, you'll have a nice, neat working environment. You'll probably have room to park your car.
Where you find a competitor's lower price on the same stock item, we'll beat it by 10%.
For over 100 years, we've been supporting Australians no matter the weather. So if your car is damaged by a weather event, Allianz Comprehensive Car Insurance will cover it. Allianz. Call or search for a quote today.
The Sleeping Duck Mac 2. This is the best mattress, built to the highest standard. The Breathe Tech cover, it unzips and goes in the wash. Anti-gravity surface foam, it cushions like memory foam, but allows you to move freely like latex. Component Adapt customization system, the Motherboard multi-zone pocket spring system, featuring twice tempered steel springs. Sleeping Duck, supporting your active life.
Introducing new Gillette Skin Guard, a revolutionary technology to reduce pressure from your shave and reduce irritation on your face.